The attack on the Kneidings and Night Stalker's reign of terror. Los Angeles, summer of 1985. Fear had settled over the city. Like a suffocating fog, people double-checked their locks, kept weapons by their beds, and prayed they wouldn't be next, because someone was hunting in the night. Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, was a phantom, a shadow that slipped into homes and turned them into graves. And on July 21st, he chose the Kneiding family, the house on the edge. Matthew and Claire Kneiding had lived in their San Gabriel Valley home for a decade. Their children, Noah and Lily, were asleep in their shared bedroom, safe in their parents' belief that evil wouldn't reach them. But that night, it did. Ramirez parked a stolen car a few streets away and crept toward the house. No alarm system, no dogs, only the quiet of a neighborhood lulled into false security. He slipped around back, prying open the sliding door with a screwdriver. The house welcomed him with silence. He smiled. The first strike. Matthew awoke to the sound of footsteps. His first thought was the kids, but then too heavy, not them. A shadow moved in the doorway, then a blinding pain. The crowbar struck his head before he could even sit up. He gasped, blood already soaking his pillow. Claire woke to his strangled cry. Matthew, a voice, cold and amused. Shut up. A gun pressed against her forehead. Her breath hitched. Richard Ramirez grinned in the darkness. Terror in the bedroom. Claire tried not to cry as Ramirez tied her hands. Matthew groaned beside her, dazed, bleeding. You believe in God? Ramirez whispered. Claire nodded frantically. Ramirez chuckled. Not tonight. He turned to Matthew and handed Claire the gun. Shoot him. Claire sobbed, shaking her head. Ramirez sighed. Then, he pulled the trigger himself. Matthew jerked once, then stilled forever. Claire's scream was muffled by the rag Ramirez stuffed into her mouth. And then they heard it. A small, trembling voice from the hallway. Mommy, Noah, hunting the innocent. Ramirez turned toward the sound, eyes gleaming. Claire thrashed, trying to scream, but the gag silenced her. He stepped out of the room, whistling. Noah and Lily stood in the dim hallway, their small bodies trembling. Ramirez crouched. Hey there, little angels. Lily whimpered, clinging to her brother. Noah's lip quivered, but he stepped forward, shielding his sister. Leave us alone. Ramirez tilted his head, amused. Brave kid. Then he grabbed Noah by the hair. Lily shrieked. Claire sobbed harder. Ramirez laughed. Then, the knife flashed. The house falls silent. By the time the sun rose, the Kneiding home was a tomb. Matthew gone. Claire gone. The children gone. On the bedroom wall, a single message was scrawled in blood. Hail Satan. And Richard Ramirez disappeared into the night.